Good morning. Welcome to Dan Cummins Chevrolet in Paris, Kentucky, home of Dan Cummins Deeds. If you're not doing your deeds this weekend, you need to get out and do your deeds. We're giving away a free car. We're also giving away $5,000 cash, and I'm going to tell you about some incentives and some crazy stuff we got going on some of these vehicles a little bit later. So welcome to our morning meeting. If you've never been with us before, this is our live Saturday morning meeting. Every Saturday morning, feel free to tune in, share with your friends, because we are on a mission to eradicate all of the negative stigmas associated with the car business. It starts with letting you in. Hope you enjoy. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Susan. Glad you guys are here. All right, go. We're going to kick this thing off. Okay, cool. Good morning. Woo! Feel better already, Paul. How about you? We might have to do a little more of that right after the meeting, right?
Jumping jacks.
Put that on downstairs on the floor, right? Yeah. I'm sure the customers would love it. First thing I want to do, and I couldn't find it in the thing right now, but I don't have a lot of time, but I want Sip, where'd he go? Sip right there. Adam Lynch, stand up real quick. Malcolm, where's he at? Stand up real quick. Okay, so customer, yesterday, we had a big day yesterday, right? So lots of cars, we're all, we've all been, we're short-staffed, we're all tired, we had a long week, I get it. We had a customer in our special finance department, credit, a little bit of a challenge, good income, good time on job. This guy right here, Adam, for beginners, took the customer head on, did everything that he could for the customer. Sip went in there after the fact and fought tooth and nail with the banks for the customer. I got a call at 10:30 last night. They were trying to get into the warehouse over there so that they could get the customer a Traverse, because that's what the customer really dreamed about. They were coming out of this tiny little car going into a brand new Traverse. All these guys fought for it. Malcolm closed it up. You guys got out of here at what time last night? Probably 11:30 last night, man. For that kind of commitment, that kind of hard work, the dedication. Those guys have to review. I can't find it right now in my email. It's not pulling up on Podium, but the customers love you guys, and thank you so much for that. All right? So I wanted to start the day with that, because that's what it's all about. That's what we do. We find a way to sell the car, right? That's our job. We got to take care of the customer. We got to find ways. Along that whole entire path, there were plenty of opportunities for Adam to be like, nah, man, this ain't gonna happen. The credit's not there. It's getting late. I want to get home. My back hurts. He hurt his back recently. There's plenty of opportunities for him to make excuses. Plenty of opportunities for Sip to make excuses. Malcolm could have been negative about the whole thing, but they weren't. They did the job, and they did it the way that we do it here at Dan Cummins, and I'm very proud of you guys for doing that. I really appreciate it. Another good review here. Austin Sipple at Dan Cummins was awesome. Easy deal, took the pressure off, smooth, very knowledgeable. No one better have I ever dealt with in the car buying process. Thank you to Austin Sipple and Paul Meyer, both of whom did a great job. And before we clap for these guys, is this who I'm thinking, right? That's him, right? Before we clap, okay, Paul Meyer and Austin have worked with this guy for how many days?
7 months.
7 months. Okay, 7 months. They've talked with this guy, and this guy was very analytical. He liked to talk about a lot of things. And he would message Paul, and he would talk to Paul. And he finally got here, and he gets into the showroom yesterday, and they're working the deal. And I see Paul. I don't know if you saw him, because you probably saw him, because he was over there for a while. But I saw Paul and Austin sitting in there with this customer forever yesterday. And the guy tried to leave even after everything that we had done. And Paul's like, he's not leaving. And they dug their feet in. I mean, Paul had a million things going on, but he dialed in, he focused, he made that customer feel special, feel important, feel like he was the only one. And that customer came up to me after the fact. He wanted to know who the GM was, and basically came to me and just said, these guys are phenomenal. I've never dealt with anybody like this. He said, I lease 2 cars every 2 years. He said, I lease 2 cars every 2 years, and I buy a car every 2 years. So 3 cars. He said, at the old dealership that I used to do business with, I would do that. I've done that for however many years. And he said, I send probably 20 to 23 people in every year to this old dealership. He said, I'll be doing that here at Dane Cummins now. So nice job. Oh, there's the review right there. I guess I just couldn't see it. First off, I wanted to say that my wife and I got a great Dane Cummins deal. We went to the dealership earlier in the evening, and after having a horrible experience, we drove on to Paris. As we walked in, we met Adam Lynch. He proved to be very knowledgeable, stayed with us until we finally drove away at 11 p.m. Yes, they fought for the best deal for us way after closing. Can't say enough about how pleased we are in our purchase, also how thankful we are to Cyprian, who was right there as well. Not once do we feel pressured about the purchase. Highly recommend Dane Cummins and asking for Adam Lynch for your next vehicle. Walked in without an appointment, and Luis Hernandez was the first to notice. Luis, our salesman, was excellent from the start. Our small children enjoyed the free snacks, watching cartoons and playing with toys in the toy room. Overall, this was a great experience. I have yet to find anyone who can beat their prices. Great deals, great people. Dane Cummins, keep it up. Okay. So, great job on those. Some good reviews. Keep up the good work. Let's go into this real quick, if I can find it. Right here. Uh-oh, it's not all there. Good morning! Okay, so my presentation apparently is halfway, not even halfway there. Okay, so we'll wing it a little bit. That's okay. You know what? When I was doing that whole presentation anyway, I'll be honest with you, I was distracted. I was thinking about a lot of other things in that process. So that actually doesn't, it surprises me, but it doesn't surprise me. My focus wasn't necessarily on it. I was putting together a good meeting on effective communication. There's different parts of effective communication. I can teach you guys all those parts of effective communication. There's things called intention and attention and distance and volume and tone. And we're going to talk about all those things this morning. But the whole time that I was putting together this presentation, the whole time I was thinking about Sam, and I was thinking about Anthony, and I was thinking about Brad. I just saw Paul out of the corner of my eye. was thinking about Brad, and I was thinking about Brian Taylor, and I was thinking about Tim Walton, and I was thinking about this 17-year-old kid that's a friend of my daughter's, 17 years old last week, that got home from school. He had signed for some college to play baseball, and he gets home from school, and he goes and has dinner with his parents, and he walks upstairs to take a shower, and he turns on the water, and he dies. His heart just stopped. Perfectly healthy 17-year-old kid. They said at the hospital that all signs show that he's healthy. He just died right there. Turned on the water for the shower, died right there in the hallway. So I was thinking about that, and just thinking about life. I was talking to my sister a little bit, and she was in the military, and she has some PTSD type stuff, and she said lately she's been having a lot of dreams about the dreams keep ending with her like dying in the dream, and it's really kind of been messing with her, I was thinking about that, and I've got this new baby, and I've been having like tooth issues, and we've been having to work like lots of hours and kind of cover for these guys. And my wife, who's phenomenal and amazing, I get that she misses me, and she's been basically having to take on 5 kids all by herself for the last like 3 weeks, because I've had to be here. Either I've been in a dentist chair or I've been here because of these other guys. And I was just thinking about all that stuff, and I was thinking like it might sound horrible, and maybe it sounds, maybe it doesn't sound right, but I'm glad I'm not in any of those shoes. Like, I'm glad that my kids are healthy and good, and I'm glad that I'm not feeling like what Sam's feeling right now. You know what I mean? Like, Sam can't even figure out what's wrong with him. Like, Anthony, I'm scared to death for Anthony's family right now, Like, Anthony might not be able to come to work, man. Like, ever again. He might not be able to come back. We won't know till the 15th. But he might not be able to ever come back, and just one day you're here and you're working and you're trying and you're doing your thing and you're going through your day to day, and the next day everything changes. And I was just thinking, golly, man, at what point do we lose a little bit of that, man? At what point do we get a little bit spoiled and get a little bit comfortable and get a little bit complacent, when you just never know what's going to change the next day? The decisions that we're making today, they're going to affect tomorrow, And like, we're in this great place. We're in this phenomenal dealership that has had all this massive levels of growth. And I personally, I've been trying to work on social media and trying to get our name out there and try to make all this noise. And I've been working on the reviews, and I've been working with, processes and trying to make things better in service, and just trying to work all of these angles and all of these things and do all of this stuff. And at some point, I may or may not have forgotten that I'm a car guy. I'm a car guy, and what I do in this dealership every single day, it matters. It matters to that customer that stayed late with us last night, and it matters to my kids at home that I'm missing the time out with. It matters, man. All this stuff matters, and who knows how long I'm going to get to do this. I don't know. I don't mean that in a negative way, but sometimes in the face of death, in the face of the end game, it makes us want to get going, if that makes sense. So that's kind of where my head has been at. I'm just like, man, what are we doing at the core? Who are we at the core? Are we taking care of ourselves? I've been having conversations with Paul Meyer. There's 3 things that are the most important things in your life, okay? You got to make sure that you take care of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. All 3 of those things. Physically, you got to take care of your body. Are we eating right? Are we getting rest? Is our schedule right now as a salesman in this dealership, is our schedule conducive for you taking care of your body? Or am I opening up opportunities for you guys to go out every other night and get hammered? I ask myself that. I wanted this to be a great place and a great environment for everybody to work in, and I believe that it is. I really do. But I set up the schedule in a way where you can come in at noon every other day. My hope was that you would spend that morning when you have to come in at noon with your family or doing something productive or taking care of your bills or doing whatever. But what are we doing? Are we going out the night before, getting hammered till 3 a.m. and sleeping till 11, and then squeaking in here at 11:45 just in time for lunch? Because I've seen it. So I don't know. Is that fair to you guys? I don't know if that's fair to you guys. We got to take care of ourselves physically. You got to get up, man. Even on your day off, you got to get up. You got a job to do. We got a life to live. We're all on a mission. You got to get up. Take care of yourself physically. Brad hasn't been taking care of himself physically. Brad went down in the drive-thru of a Hardee's at 2 o'clock in the morning. What the heck's he doing at Hardee's at 2 o'clock in the morning? Come on, man. Brad's got to take care of himself. And Brad has had a wake-up call. Okay? Brad almost died. And Brad, luckily, he's going to be the first one back. Out of all the injuries we've had, he's going to be the first one back. Okay? So Brad will be back, and he's had a little bit of a wake-up call, and he's going to start taking care of his body. Anthony didn't take care of his body. We got to take care of our bodies. Okay? Make sure you're eating the right stuff. Don't be pounding freaking 5 Monster Energy drinks a day. Figure it out. Take care of yourself. Everybody's like, shit. Right? Yeah, where's Split right? Is he over at Rite Aid right now? Alright? We got to take care of ourselves physically, guys. And we got to take care of ourselves mentally. First, we got to feed the beast. Make sure we're putting in the good stuff, right? We got to feed it. Make sure we're reading books, we're listening to the right stuff, we're making sure that our mind feels good. But also what we have to do in taking care of ourselves physically or mentally is we have to just get out all the noise and not let anything, like if I'm at work, say for example, if my job is to trim trees and I am working, what am I doing? I'm trimming trees. That's what I do when I'm at work if I'm a tree trimmer. Okay? If I am a car salesman and I'm at work, what should I be doing? I should be selling cars. That's what I should be doing while I'm at work. Every action, every move, everything that I do should be leading to that end point. Selling cars. That's it. And I get it. We all have lives outside of here, and I try to make schedules conducive to lives outside of here. But when we're here, we got to work. We got to sell cars. When we're out there, then we can do all the other stuff. Okay, we can go to our appointments, and we can buy our houses, and we can have our parties, and we can do all that stuff when we're not working. Okay? Yeah, nice. Like our 4th of July party that's coming up. I'm excited about that. That's stuff we can do when we're not working. But when we're here working, we got to work. Because if you're not, then your brain you're going to feed your brain with all this other stuff, right? Like the jealous girlfriend or the so-and-so wants you home, and they don't understand why you're working so hard, and they don't understand why you have to be here so late, or they don't understand this, and you're sitting there and you're trying to figure that out, and you're getting into that argument, and you're like, oh my God, no. And while you're doing this, zombified over here in your cell phone, there's like customers out here walking by. Or when we're here, supposed to be here selling cars, sometimes we get caught up in our prospecting, we get caught up in our follow-up, which is all steps that we have to do, right? We have to do that stuff. But what if there's a customer right here? We got to sell that guy a car. That is our job, is to sell cars. I've seen you guys pass on a customer walking across the lot because you need to call and set an appointment. It's not your job to set an appointment. It's the BDC's job to set an appointment. Now, will you sell more cars if you get in the habit of setting appointments? Yes. But should you set an appointment versus selling a car? No. Go sell a car, Luis. Jason Dotson. Okay, the customer that's here is the customer we got to take care of. You're here, we got to sell a car. Okay, you got to keep your mind in the right place. So take care of ourselves physically, take care of ourselves mentally, and then take care of yourself spiritually. I don't care what church you go to, but go to church. I don't care who you believe in or what you believe in, but believe in something. Believe in something and chase that and seek that. Understand that the world is bigger than you. And people have problems bigger than yours. We're experiencing it with a bunch of guys right now in the dealership that are watching this feed from home, wondering when they're going to get an opportunity to get back in here, or if they're going to get an opportunity to get back in here. And we're blessed enough to be here. It's bigger than us. It's bigger than us. So, we'll make the meeting a little bit short this morning. Those are the three things we've got to focus on. Let's make sure we're taking care of ourselves physically, mentally, and spiritually. And let's not forget what our job is. Glenn Lundy. Okay? I talk to myself when I talk to you guys. My job is to sell cars. That's what they pay me to do. Your job is to sell cars. That's what you get paid to do. Now, how do we make sure that we keep selling cars and more cars? Well, we take care of the customers, right? We do all the customer service things right. We make sure our processes are intact. We reach out and we try to draw as many people in here. But if we draw, say I draw 1,000 people in here, I draw them all in, and we treat them really nice, like we're really nice to them, and we take care of them, and we have this awesome facility, and they really have a good time, and then they leave and they don't buy a car. What do we have?
Nothing.
We got nothing, man. Nothing. And we've done them a disservice. Because now they got to go out and deal with somebody else that's going to treat them like crap. So let's not forget the end game. Okay? We've had last month was our biggest April in history. Record month. Biggest April in history. And everybody kind of walking around a little bit like, man, it's slow around here. You want to see slow? What about that place we're dealer trading for? We're getting a truck for. Who are we getting a truck for? Jason, who are we getting a truck for? Who are we getting a truck for? Employee here. James Evans. We're getting a truck for James Evans. James Evans, where did we find the truck that we're getting for you?
Michigan.
It's in Michigan. How many cars they got on the lot?
43.
43. Okay? They have 43 cars on the lot. What are their hours?
Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Are they open Saturday?
8 to 12.
8 to noon on Saturday. Okay?
I remember my first part-time job.
You want to talk about slow? They're slow. Okay? We're not slow. We've got leads, we've got customers, we've got cars, we've got opportunities, and we have to take advantage of them. We have to take advantage of them, we have to close them, and we have to sell cars, because that's our job. It's what we do. We started a little slow. I know there's a few of you guys in here got one car out. I talked to Robbie Nash. He's got one car out. I said, Robbie, you're not the only one. There's quite a few sales guys. Today's the 6th. You've got one car out. Today's the 6th. You've been here with me at least 5 days, or today will be your 5th day this week that you were here with me. And you're here with me for 12 hours at least, unless you're lucky like Adam and you get to stay here till 11:30. You might get to be here longer with me today. Okay? But you've been here 5 days at 12 hours a day, and you got a car out. That's not good. Fletcher's got a half. Come on, guys. Let's not forget who we were when we walked in the door. When we were just eager. And all we wanted to do was just sell cars, man. We wanted to change our lives. We sat there in an interview with Glenn, and Glenn said, this place is going to change your life. And we're like, yeah, I want to change my life. Then we get in here, and it seems like a little bit of time goes by, and we get a little comfortable, and we're just like, man, I can change my life every other month. I have a big month and then a little bit month, and, she's kind of mad because I do want to go to that movie. I can't get her to the ball game, and, I'm a little bit tired today. Maybe I'll just sleep in, and we should go out, we should party. Man, don't do it. Don't do it anymore. Just don't do it anymore. I promise. You'll regret it later. Okay, you guys all have an opportunity in front of you right now. This dealership is going to grow. It's going to expand. More opportunities are going to pop up. Everybody's going to have a chance to fulfill whatever goals and dreams you want to in this place. If you can just remember the bottom line, simple truth, is your job while you're here, however many hours a day it is to sell cars. That's what I need everybody to do. Okay? So today Today we're not even going to eradicate all the negative stigmas. Today we're just going to go out there and sell cars. Fair enough? All right, let's go.
First out today. First out.
My man. Brian Taylor, my man. We miss you, bro. We absolutely miss you, and I cannot wait to get you back in here doing what you do because you, my friend, are a car guy. You're a car guy, man. We take care of people. Like, this is a big deal. Buying cars is a big deal for people, and that's what we're here for. Speaking of buying cars, you guys got to check it out. Go to our website, dancummins.com. We got 20% off Malibus right now. I've got some crazy deals on Corvettes. If you're looking for Corvettes, I can deliver those straight to your house, no shipping charge. We can take care of all that. But hey, guys, whatever you do, whether you're in the car business or you're in any other industry, go to work. Don't forget your core. Don't forget your center. This world can get really noisy. Like, it can get really loud with lots of distractions. And so when you're at work, make sure you're giving it all you got because you just don't know what tomorrow holds. Here at our dealership, we've had a lot of things happen here just in the last couple weeks to a lot of our guys that we didn't expect and that they didn't expect. And luckily, I have this awesome team of guys that are lifting themselves up, and we're just lifting. Did Lauren get 20% off? I'm not sure. I'll look into that. If she bought it this month, yes, she would have. So, but we have a team of guys that have just lifted the dealership up. They've really stepped up. Nobody's taking their days off. Like, everybody's working and filling in for these guys, which I love. You know, I absolutely love it. But it just makes me realize that, hey, man, I don't know what tomorrow holds. This is the day I've got right here today. I got to do everything I can today in my field, my chosen profession, which is my job to sell cars. That's my job. I got to do everything I can today to make sure that happens. So whatever your job is, whatever your chosen profession is, make sure you go after it and then take care of those three things. Take care of yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually. Okay? Like I said, I don't care what you believe in. Believe in something. I don't care what church you go to. Go to church. Get up, wake up on your day off, get up early. There's an ancient Chinese proverb. It says, the man who rises before dawn 360 days a year never fails to make his family rich. Never fails. Get up, get going, take care of your body. Make sure you're fueling this correctly. Make sure you're taking care of yourself spiritually. And when you're at work, do what you chose to do. So I hope you guys will come see us. Dan Cummins Chevrolet. Thank you, Greg Sanders. I appreciate that. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jamie. I totally appreciate that. But hey, come see us sometimes. If you guys ever need a vehicle, Dan Cummins Chevrolet in Buick, we're here. I got 2,000 vehicles in inventory. We'll take care of you. I promise. You can ask anybody. Check out our reviews. We are here. We are on a mission to eradicate the negative stigmas associated with the car business. And we do that by making sure all of our customers feel special, feel important, and feel like they're the only one. I'll make sure you feel that way when you come see me. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. See you, Brian. Can't wait till you're back. Love you, Sammy. Love you, Anthony. Love you, Brad. See you guys soon.